Okay, number one is the same as number three from last time. So instead of demonstrating it again, I'm just going to talk about that strategy we discussed. So, yeah, last night you got the 4 repetitions at 170. So see if you can do that again without any warm up. Like, meaning don't go up in fives, don't start really slow. If you do any kind of warm up, I would still start at 170, but just do a little bit. So a good option would be like starting with the first bar, or like going from the first non-muted chord to the next non-muted chord. Like start out at 170. Like, can you do that? I probably should demonstrate this idea then. So yeah, a warm up for this, I think it'd be good, is just chord to chord, non-palm muted chord to non-palm muted chord. So for example, just try starting this out to get warmed up into the whole thing. So we got, and then as soon as you can do that once, go to the next non-palm muted chord. As soon as you can do that once, just need one good take. Move on to the next, or to the next part. And then move on to the next. And then move on to the next. And then move on to the next. And then to the next. And then the whole thing. And then try going through it twice. Shake out the old arm, wait until it feels ready to go again, and then go for 3 times. And then again, wait for your arm to feel nice and relaxed once more. No burning sensation, no stiffness in the forearm, and go for 4. Remembering to breathe best you can. And then once you got that, oops. And once you get that, go to 171. Yep, just go up in 1. Because you're going to be pushing your limits. You're going to be close to your limits the whole time. So we want to just gradually go up. And then once you can get 4 times with the 171, then you go to 172. And just go straight into the 4 times right away. Once you can play, again, we'll use 170 for example, because that's what you got to last night. As soon as you play through that 4 times, you go to 171, and as soon as your arm feels ready, go for the 4 repetitions right away. No like chord to chord, bar to bar stuff. Just keep doing the 4 repetitions, and then spend about 10 to 15 minutes. Oh yeah, you got the 2 things, so maybe up to 20 minutes max doing that. 20 minutes max each one should be plenty. Taking little breaks in between, making sure your arm feels okay. And then whatever you max out with, take a note of that, and that's what you're going to start with the next day. So let's say you get up to 180. for the 4 times through. Then you start the strategy over again. You can do the same warm-up protocol. Go from the first unmuted chord to the next, and then go to the next unmuted chord, and then to the next one until you finally go through the whole thing, and then play through it twice, then play through it 3 times, and then 4 times total. And once you got those 4 times at the new starting number, go up 1, and then just keep repeating that process throughout the week. Hopefully that helps your natural endurance, or like your base level endurance, get higher and higher. It should. So the same approach going to be for this guy. So if you don't reach 200, but no big deal. We're just kind of like getting a plan of attack together here and just seeing where you can get within a week. I would say if you can get to 200 in less than a week, especially with the 4 repetitions, then definitely can move on to something sooner. But if you're not hitting the 200 4 times through within the week, then let's keep working on it. And then next week we'll just do a new pattern anyway. Anyhow, let's see. So as far as getting into this, you can try starting with the 200. Start with the 200 and then do the non-palm muted note to the very next one and just kind of warm up into it like that. See if you can start at the 200. So let's demonstrate all that. So as soon as you get that once, you're going to add or go to the next non-palm muted notes. As soon as you got that once, you go to the next palm muted or non-palm muted notes. And then add or go to the next non-palm muted notes. And then go to the next one. Yeah. And then to the next. And then to the next. And then finally the whole thing. And then twice through. And then 3 times through. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 times through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And that's the plan. Let's see where you get in the week. Any questions come up, let me know. I'll see you again next week.